shit, nigga, holla. Hard in the paint. Hit him with text and stomp like a T-Rex. Survival of reflex. We known to go hard in the paint.
Haha, people, what's going on? BPhife here, back at you with another video, and welcome to In the Paint, where you, the viewer, can influence my next video with your feedback, and I'll give you credit for it. So let's go ahead and talk about the drive cam. Okay, now my personal rating for this particular view and camera is 8.8. So far, it's the highest of the ones that I spoke about so far. Okay, and I'll kind of explain to you why with the pros and the cons, and I'll wrap it up with the 3 questions. Okay, first pro is that it's kind of like a combination camera between Action 2, a 2K, like a low style zoomed in 2K, and a parametric camera, which is one of my other favorites. So kind of all of those wrapped up in one. Okay, not quite all of them, but kind of something similar. All right, but the biggest thing that I like about this particular camera is that it always allows you to see your team in front of you on defense and offense. So basically, it's called drive cam because you're always behind the offensive team, you know, thus the drive, you know, when you're on the drive, etc., etc. And as you can see in the footage here, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The zoom level, I love the zoom level. It's on par, or not quite on par, but it's pretty close to the Action 2, where it's real low, kind of gives you that, you know, you're on the floor kind of feeling. That's what I like about it. Running plays, you still are able to see your plays unfold in front of you, the play art, etc., etc. So that's a good thing. Now the cons, just like I said with the run plays or pros, they're also a bit of a con. Okay, and what the problem that I have with that is sometimes there's blind spots. Like, for example, if you're at the top of the key and the play starts to your right or your left, and your shooting guard, he can be out of the screen, so you kind of have to trust that he's over there. You know what I'm saying? Or you have to look over there real quick. You know, you can get around it, is what I'm saying. It's just kind of a quick little blind spot. It's kind of like when you're driving and you're about to change lanes. It's like, you know, you can look in your rear view mirror, but, you know, you better be concerned. You know, you better double check by looking over your shoulder. You know, that type of thing. The camera speed can be a little jerky. The movement, because it's following the ball, understandable. Wish there was a better way that 2K could work on that. How they move the camera to follow the action, but you know, we'll see. Hopefully your feedback can you know, influence the developers. Hey, yeah, let me get back to you. Hey, and yeah, let me say this actually. That's why your feedback is so important, because if developers are looking at these videos and they read the comments, they want to dial these camera angles in. They do want to dial them in. You know what I'm saying? So that's why your feedback is crucial on these, because if you have a preference and on a particular camera and you would like to see it happen, hey, if they're reading these comments, bam, you know, maybe you have a good idea that they might need to you know, need to evaluate and maybe implement, you know. So anyway, yeah, so getting back to that, here's another con. It's not supported online. Now this is actually a camera angle that I would use online. This is something that I would use for competition purposes online, but it's not supported. You know, boo-hoo, but you know, it's alright. Whatever it is what it is. The zoom isn't quite where I want it, and also the camera isn't low enough for me. A couple clicks, like just a couple clicks lower, would have really just set it off for me, and I wouldn't, you know, I'd just be like, this is my favorite cam, this is what I use, blah blah blah. But it's not quite there. But anyway, you get where I'm going with this. All right, so let's move on real quick. The 3 questions. Does this enhance my player experience? Most definitely it does. I love it. So that's out of the ballpark. Number 2, you know, the challenge. Is it easy to pick up? You know, does it hinder gameplay? It doesn't hinder, it doesn't challenge. It's actually a fairly easy camera angle and camera view to get into and pick up. So I don't think that there's really a learning curve there. And the third one you know, is this a functional camera? Most definitely it's a functional camera. It works well. It does what it's supposed to do. It's just not to my liking. You know what I'm saying? But either way, so we're gonna move on next to the high camera. See you at the next video, and don't forget to suit up and subscribe.